All right, guys. So I'm never gonna ever fly Air Canada again, ever. Like, this experience was the worst I've ever had with any airline ever in my life. I don't think it's been this messed up even flying military, right? So here's what happened. It took me almost 4 days to get to my destination, and they lost my bag. Mistakes happen. I get that. Manning is an issue, but if you can't do the job, don't sell the tickets, okay? So I had five delays and a lost bag. So I was supposed to go from Bogota, Colombia to Laos. I was going to go to Bogota to Toronto, 22-hour layover. I knew that going in. That way, if there was any delays, I would be good, right? I think 22 hours, no problems. I'd rather have it in Toronto where I can go out and have a good time than somewhere else, right? So first there's a delay before I even leave by like 7 hours. So now I'm down to 15, 16 hours of layover. Then I finally show up for my flight. I go to Toronto. On the way, we get stuck on the tarmac for 40 minutes. Then when we get there, they don't have a gate ready. So we're stuck waiting for a gate for like 20 minutes. So then I get there, go to a hotel that I paid for, which I knew I was going to have to, right? And then get on my flight. It's delayed as well, 2 times in Toronto to leave for Korea. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, plus 2 on the tarmac, 1 leaving and 1 getting there. So then I finally take off and I get to Korea 15 hours later. But because of all these delays that they had, now I miss my flight to Laos. Now let's roll it back. When I got to Toronto, the bag that I carried on, they said was a ½ inch taller. Not overweight, but taller than it should be. It's the same bag that I just carried on an Air Canada flight. All right? But they made me check it. So I check it. I wasn't going to check it because I know shit happens and you lose bags. So I check the bag. And I tell the lady, okay, do I need to get it to transfer it? And she goes, no, it'll be in Laos when you get there. I'm like, okay, are you sure I don't need to grab it at transfer? She goes, no, you don't need to. So I don't. I get there, I show up in Korea, I'm running to the gate, I don't get my bag because they told me not to, and I'm late by 20 minutes for my flight to Laos because of all the delays. So now I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? They're like, well, sir, you're not even on that flight. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, I was rebooked. Nobody told me. It happened while I was in the air. For the next day, 24 hours later. So I had to sleep at the airport and like deal with all that crap, right? So then I finally, 24 hours later, I get on my plane, which was delayed again, by the way. But nonetheless, so I get on my plane. They show up. We're boarding. I'm on the plane, sitting there for like 30 minutes, right, waiting to take off. And a lady comes to me, an agent comes to me, not a flight attendant, an agent says, "Sir, do you have your bag?" And I was like, "No, I have my backpack. My other one's in Laos. It should be there waiting for me. I was supposed to be there yesterday." She's like, "No, it's back at the gate. Like, it's back in transfer." And I was like, "No, it's supposed to be in Laos. They told me I didn't have to take it." And she's like, "No, sir, it's still here." And I was like, "Well, can you guys go get it?" "Well, no, it didn't go through customs, so it has to stay here. You have to contact the airline." And they wait to tell me this while I've been sitting in Korea for a freaking day, that I can't get my bag. But it's there. And I'm not going to have clothes for the 30-day trip I'm on. Yes, I'm a military guy, so I was able to roll all my clothes for the 30 days into one bag. But like, so that's how I got. And then 4 hours later, I end up in Laos, and it's after midnight. I was supposed to be there on the third. No, the second. I was supposed to be there on the second. I got there on the fourth, like after midnight. So over a day and a half late, right? So I don't have my stuff. It took me all that time. Like, I just don't understand how, like, mistakes happen. 6, 7, 8 mistakes, like, it doesn't make any sense, right? So Air Canada, get better. If you follow me and you're one of my followers and the people that follow my travels and my content, do not book with Air Canada. Like, don't book with Air Canada. Like, everyone I've talked to since this incident has said that Air Canada is the worst. Even the guy at the agent desk, that he was with another airline, he goes, no. Like, they're always late. If people get transferred to us or people have to come here and they're from Air Canada, it's always late. And I'm tired of hearing this COVID is the reason, understaffing. You can still give a shit about your job. You can still do your freaking job. Like, that lady knew that bag needed to be transferred. I specifically asked her, and she goes, no, it's not necessary. It will be in Laos. So I took her word for it, right? And with me running, trying to make my flight, I was like, okay, this lady told me, so I'm going to run for my flight. And guess what? Not only did I miss my flight, I also didn't have my bag. So I'm here in Laos. I'm in Laos right here, and that's Thailand. But I have no clothes. So I've been wearing the same clothes for 3 days. I actually had to go buy some clothes at a street market last night, right? So that I can wear some today after I go to the pool. But, like, I paid $1,700 for a one-way flight, $1,683 to be exact. And they can't even, like, give me my bag? Or, like, a delay is fine. 5 delays plus all the other stuff? Come on now. Like, this is a joke. Absolute joke. So, just, if you follow me, don't follow Air Canada. Don't. And Air Canada, I hope you get my bag for me somehow. But I'm so late here to Laos. I just got here yesterday, and I got to leave, like, tomorrow now. I'm going to another country. But I'm just like, so I don't know how you're going to get me my bag. I'm still waiting on it, by the way. I put the report in yesterday. So, yeah, this is Army Guy Travels. Don't book with Air Canada.